All right, so what is Peanut? Peanut is a digital decoder interface software program with a file server running additional software using an AMBI chip decoder. This combination allows a device without an AMBI chip to transmit and receive AMBI encoded digital signals. Basically, it's speech compression. Now, the AMBI decoder chip is about $200 just for that chip alone, okay? And AMBI stands AMBI stands for Advanced Multi-Band Excitation. It's a vocoder technology owned by Digital Voice Systems. The VO in front of coder just stands for voice. It's for voice transmission. Why would I want Peanut? Well, Peanut has the ability to turn an Android device, any Android device running 4.0 or higher. 4.0 is a requirement. Yes, John?
Where does it get the signal from?
We'll see. Okay, or a Windows PC in the form of digital transceiver. There's no signal involved. You're logging onto the internet. Everything is done over the internet on this device. This saves you the cost of a D-Star C4 FM Fusion, a P25, or a DMR radio, which can cost anywhere from $200 to $500 more, and this is totally free. So if you're just getting in the hobby, the technician class license, and you have an Android cell phone, you've got a handy talkie for free. Talk all over the world on it.
So how does it get around the AMBI?
Remember, I told you, the AMBI decoder is on the file server
I know.
that you're linking into. It does all the work for you. The common denominator here, which I'll tell you again later, the common denominator is D-Star.
How does he license the
Well,
file
that's how he licenses you. He needs to find out for sure that you're a valid amateur radio operator. And the way he does it, he checks into the D-Star network. And if you're registered there, he knows that you're a valid licensed amateur radio operator. It's a free program that allows you not only to listen, but also transmit via internet on digital reflectors located around the world. There are 4 reflectors, which are virtual software repeaters on PCs. They're running bridge software that will decode all 4 digital modes down to a common denominator. So a D-Star person on a handy talkie or a D-Star radio can talk to any of the other 3 modes. And they can also talk back to you, because he's going to break it all down to a common denominator that will translate out to all 5 modes of operation, which is really slick. What do you need to get on the Peanut program? You need to register in D-Star. That's number 1. You need to request a password from David, PA7LIM. David is using the D-Star system to verify you are a licensed amateur radio operator. The reason he's using that is because there are file servers all around the world. He doesn't have to go to the FCC database, then go to the database in Europe and another database in Japan. Everybody in D-Star is in the D-Star system, and they're all licensed, no matter where they're located in the world. That's how he does that, okay? Download the Peanut software and install it. It's available for Android devices and for PCs. Enter your call sign and password in the setup fields. Turn on the Peanut radio and select the reflector you want to monitor. The creator of Peanut states that this is a project and an experiment. Google will allow him to put his software out there experimentally. Microsoft will not. Read David's entire webpage. I'll show you that in a minute. It's really worth it. Only 1 page. It's very quick and easy to read, and it's got a lot of information on it. This program will let you talk to other amateurs around the world and get their opinions on various digital modes before you make an investment in the radio. A lot of these guys that are out there have been on DMR, they've been on P25. P25 eats up a battery really fast. It just goes through a battery really quick. Plus the P25 radio is fairly expensive. Okay, and those are just some, but they'll tell you what they've been on, what they've done, experience they've got, what modes they're falling back on. A lot of the guys got into DMR very early. when DMR was a nightmare to program. It's not quite as bad now. Dan can confirm that. It's still not real easy, but there's a lot to programming a DMR radio. DMR, by the way, folks, was designed for first responders. It was never designed for amateur radio use. And it still is not designed for amateur radio use. The amateur radio bands are getting crowded. The FCC is requiring radios to be capable of switching to narrowband FM in the commercial world. We're already seeing that ourselves. Digital transmissions only occupy half to 1/4 of the bandwidth that analog signal does. Websites to visit. If you go to that website, pa7lim.nl/peanut, it will take you to the website. Everything you need to know is right there. It gives you the link to register on D-Star, to verify that you're in the D-Star system or not. It gives you both a link for his Android software and for the PC software. XRF reflectors, you can go to xrfl.net. It'll give you a list of all the XRF reflectors that are out there, what they're used for, and where they're located. There is an XRF reflector 757 Alpha that's located right here in Atlanta. And it's one of the 4 that has the bridge software on it. So you can talk to anybody running any of the 4 digital modes, which makes it really nice. Now, lately, that reflector's had a little problem. When you log on to it, you sound like you're drunk. And it really does. And David's been informed about it, and they're trying to fix it. Okay, but we'll show you this in just a minute, okay? Other things to check into, dstarinfo.com. You've got out there a list of all the REF reflectors and where they're located all over the world and what they're used for.
Ron?
Yes.
Can you send that particular frame of information out in
What?
an email?
This one here?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. But, that's no
Would you
problem.
please do that?
Yeah, your DCS reflectors are located primarily in Germany, and the Germans have been very receptive to this piece of software. They're just, go ahead, put all our reflectors out there. The REF reflectors, are they Robin Cutshaw's? Or his software?
No, I don't think he wrote. I don't think he wrote
Okay.
that. I would call that the U.S. Trust
Yeah.
system.
Well, anyway, the REF reflectors were the first ones out there, and they're primarily used for, and they were basically D-Star reflectors with ICOM radios. The XRF reflectors are what they call a poor man's D-Star. Everybody else in the world was on those, okay?
By the way, Lee has already sent this out on the groups I have.
What's that?
That particular frame, I think that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, not that particular frame, but the information Ron was talking about.
yeah,
Okay.
okay. SCARS has a wealth of information within this membership, okay? KM4IKO, James. Very good. James just bought a new DMR tool he's been playing with, so I can tell you a little bit about that. W4DTO. Dan can probably help you or instruct you in some way if you have trouble getting your D-Star ID, if you want to get on this. K4CJ Chuck. That's another one. B4QOJ Lee McDaniel. And K4AI Steve is very good. And our contesting guru is K4BB8. So all these people have got various areas within the club that they really, really enjoy more than some of the others. So find out what they are, investigate them, make use of the talent in this club. We have got a lot of talent in this club. And if you don't know, just ask. Any questions, ask somebody. If they don't know the answer, they will help you get the answer. It's unbelievable. All right, now let me go show you this. You've got it up on your machine, don't you, Dave, or Dan?
Yeah, they,
All right. This is what the PC version of Peanut looks like. I'm hoping it's going to work. All right, this is what the version looks like here. Now I'm going to turn it on. I'm on the English reflector. These are all the various reflectors you've got. You got Brazil, Chinese, CQ, Danish, Korea's on here. All of these reflectors on. Now they're probably going to reflect the language as well. Now these reflectors here, those of us been on D-Star for quite a while understand that these are probably local reflectors within the REF system for D-Star from the ICOM system. They will only work within the peanut shell here. They will not go out over an actual reflector to an actual repeater here locally.
For the REF reflectors.
Yeah, they are just the RF
Are not
reflectors.
really connected.
Yeah, they're not really connected to a local repeater.
Hey, Ron,
Yes.
he just dropped off.
What dropped off?
KD9IGB right now,
What reflector you on?
XRF 757 alpha. And he's talking with VE, put it back on the map.
To spend $60 for unlimited use of their app, and I've seen a few of them that are more like $100 a year. You can use our app and stuff like that. So yeah, it's unfortunate that that's the way it is.
So, can we get on our Monday night net?
One, there's 1,000.
If everybody had it on their phone or whatever, yeah, you could. We could choose a reflector and get out there and get on it.
You know, it really be worth it.
But you got
I couldn't afford.
You got an Android phone or a PC or a tablet, whatever you got. Yes.
I'm running it on Windows 10.
tablet? So our Monday night taking I'm all out of the funds.
Now you can actually get on eBay and for about $30 to $40, you can buy an Android phone for $30 to $40 off of eBay.
This works on
But then you gotta have a phone server.
No, you don't. You don't activate the phone. All you need is Wi-Fi.
Really?
Yeah.
This works on your PC too. Oh, yeah.
Now in this case, I'm running everything I'm doing right here through my smartphone. My smartphone's a hotspot right now. It's giving me the internet I need to run my laptop.
But you could also be connected to the.
I could be,
Wi-Fi
okay.
ability.
I bought an Android tablet, 7-inch tablet for $109 off of Amazon, okay? And it runs the Android version, which is, by the way, it's not anywhere as pretty as this. Sir,
I'll ask Larry a question, but this is potentially relevant to everything. You run VM on your Mac, right? Is there a version of VM that will go on the iPhone? If there is, they can load Android. Okay, back to you.
yeah, well, they probably wouldn't let it, they wouldn't let it go on there anyway, okay? But I mean, you can see, like I say, anybody who wants to get on the air real cheap, you're just getting your license as a technician class licensee. This is an excellent way to get on digital radio. It really is. And
You use that term loosely.
yeah,
On digital internet.
yeah, well, it's the same thing as Echo Link. Absolutely, okay, same thing as Echo Link. Okay.
It's the digital echo link.
That's digital Echo Link. That's exactly what it is. It's digital Echo Link.
Troy asked about connecting, about getting on our local nets with this. Let me just say.
Yeah, go ahead. You address it if you want to.
You got to remember, there's two big groups of reflectors that are available
That's right.
in D-Star. There's the REF set of reflectors, and there's everything else. And it's kind of like, but everything else is kind of like the dark side in Star Wars. The REF guys don't like the dark side. Okay, so you can't connect this to the REF reflectors. And our the W84 PCA D-Star stack right now only has access to the REF reflectors. So you can't connect this to our D-Star repeater. That's going to change, I hope, within the next few weeks so that we can get to the other world. The other reflectors that Ron mentioned, the XRS, the
Then DCS.
are more experimental. It's Ham's doing different things with open source software and interfaces to different systems. Once we're connected to that, then yeah, we can connect to other things. It opens it up a lot.
Is that
But-
Broadnet software?
Quad, yeah.
It's Pi-Star QuadNet.
Yeah, QuadNet is part of that dark world of experimental stuff, but it's where guys have created a talk group that's connected to D-Star and DMR and P25 and NextN, I think, and on any of Infusion. And so if you get any of those radios, you can connect to a smart group, and that connects you to everything that's out there. We're getting closer to that. I hope within a month or so we'll have that set up on ours. But this app puts you in the middle of that stuff. And it's fun. You'll hear,
There's a Canadian on there right now.
you hear people all over the world on this thing right now. Just give us time, we'll get the repeater over there. So.
Now I've got this thing set up here. I'll turn it off so I can show you. When you get your pet, you put your call sign up here, and that number there is your password, and it can be anywhere from 4 to a 7-digit number. Okay. When I got mine about 2 weeks ago, that was the number. That number is associated with the number that I requested a password from. It's approaching 50,000 right now. And that's only been in 2 weeks. That's how popular the software's gotten to be. And that passcode right there, don't write it down, please, because that's linked to my call sign. Okay. That is linked to my call sign, guys. Okay.
Send that picture out.
And you can click on spacebar for push to talk, and you put a beep on here if you want to. And you'll notice that when you turn it on, and nobody's transmitting on, well, yeah, now there's it's England on there now, G4. You don't have to unlink anything because there are no unlink commands. If you want to change your reflector, you can turn it off for a second, come down here, and just scroll up and just see if I've got a fellow I told I might get on here with tonight just as part of the demonstration. Let's try English 1.
By the way, you cannot use this for DXCC or work.
Well, you can't use D-Star for that either. I've had people contact me, I'm going to put you on my DXC contact. You can't do that. The ARR will laugh you right off the face of the earth. Right. Okay, let's see, English 1, let's turn it on.
My very first QSL card was from a guy I contacted on D-Star. I helped a guy in Florida get his radio set up, and he sent me a card.
There you go.
So it's still, they're still out there.
My first D-Star contact was with a guy in the Netherlands, and I got a really wild QSL card from him. They were having some sort of a celebration, and it had all kinds of.
That one you can't display.
Yeah. Not that.
Let's just see if this one fellow's still on there. He might be listening for us. Hang on a minute. KD2 PCLWB3 ILX. Bobby, are you there? This is a young guy I was talking to this morning. Apparently he's been busy or not available right now. Let me show you this though. This was the... Okay. Let me see. Where was I going?
He's on English 1, Lee.
Yeah, I was on English 1, Lee.
Okay.
KD2 PCL. His name is Bob. He's in New York, Buffalo.
I think Lee's gonna call you.
He's in his 30s. He just lost his fiancée a couple weeks ago. He's very depressed. Okay.
So you're on English 1, is it?
Yeah, that's where he was this morning. Okay.
I think Lee's gonna call you on that.
Let me see here. Yeah. Let's go to P.
Now, this is web-based, right?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if you have a Mac or a PC?
No.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's an application that you install on the PC.
PC only.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to put that in there. Hang on a minute. You tell him.
say something really quick.
So I just need to find
I'll say something really quick. Like on HF,
VMware.
I contacted
or,
Australia once,
VirtualBox on your Mac.
and I could barely hear them.
That's what I
The
write
other
on.
day I was sitting in my recliner and I put on the XR 57 reflector
Windows on it too, so.
on the peanut.
VirtualBox.
We talked to Ryan Australia.
VirtualBox is
It
a
take
free,
15 minutes. So.
VM
I mean, I know I
application.
consider a good
You can
contact.
install Windows on it.
Contact around the world.
Except
So it's clear. I did the first time, or when I got my first V-Star radio, I had it set up for New Year's Eve, and I haven't gotten either of my daughters to take the test yet, but they got really excited about going downstairs once an hour at the top of the hour and wishing a new part of the world Happy New Year. Australia,
That's
Korea, Japan, and we're talking all over the world.
Okay, this is
That's cool.
this is the website I was talking to you about. This is One Place Stop and Shop. There's the radio he's got it on. That's what it looks like on an Android unit. And down here was the push to talk field. You have to keep your finger on that when you're transmitting. Take your finger off and it goes back to receive. But you can see, to register on D-Star, there you go. Okay. To check if you're already in the D-Star system is up here. Here's your software for Android. For those of you that have an Android phone or an Android device, your tablet or whatever, it's in the App Store. Just go to the App Store and download it. For Windows, take this link here, and it'll take you right to the website and download it for you. It's going to be a zip file. Unzip it and install it. Just let it go where it wants to go. This program will not run in the background. It does not multitask.
Go to XRF 012A.
Can you connect to XRF 012A?
On this one here,
Yeah.
let me see if I can bring it
See if
back
you
up.
got it.
He tried to call you and he said nobody answered. You weren't home.
Because he shut it down.
Yeah, but it will not run in the background. If I had this thing running and went to another program, it'd turn itself off right away.
Go to 012A.
XRF
XRF.
012A. 012.
12A. Is it in there? I
No,
just picked it
it's got
random.
21B. It's got 24A.
Try 20.
112. No, 12. 12A.
It's not in. It's not
I don't
in
think 12A is in there. No, 12A is not in there.
Well, when you wanted to go to, I'll text you.
Go to 11B. Let's see if there's anybody on.
But what, XRF 11B?
Let's see if there's anybody on
Quiet right now.
yet. 111. No, 0.
XRF 011 Baker.
This is not scripted. It is up.
Go to 11B. Apparently you don't have 12A here.
Oh, that one's not
Try
working.
11B.
You should be able to get on your Zoom spot.
I'm trying. That one's not available.
On your Zoom spot?
Okay, they said 11B. Try 11B.
It's not working. I can't connect it.
Great.
Give up. 757 Alpha.
There
It's
you
not
go.
too busy.
757. Somebody was-
He's connected.
You're on 11B.
Just connected.
Yeah, I'm connected.
11B.
XRF 011B.
Okay, there's Lee.
WB3MB4QJ.
There it is. WB4QJ, WB3. All right, Alex, go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, there you are. I'd give a holler here, and you sound great, no problem at all. And I'm on 11B. I didn't know exactly where you were, so Chuck told me.
Okay, very good. Well, you're helping out with a demonstration on the program, which is very good. The timer you see there is set for 3 minutes. When it gets down to about 40 seconds, you need to wrap it up fast. Okay, so there you go. Now, when I click on the mouse, I've checked off to use this for push to talk. I can let go of it and hit it one time and it will go back to receive. WB4QOJ, this WB3 ILX, and you can tell you're getting audio out by the meter indicator. Back over to you, Lee.
Yeah, I'm on the. Yeah, you sound great, no problem at all. And but anyway, I wanted to get over here and let everybody hear what it sounded like. WB4QOJ.
Okay, 73. Thanks a lot, Lee. Stay on though, okay? Okay, so that's pretty much it. But again,
Roger, WQOJ. I saw somebody break in. Who's the other station? Charles?
There you go. Wait a minute. That's it. Yeah, David. Yeah, so now you have to request.
okay. So there you go. Cheap way.
None of this works with LOTW, right?
No, none of this.
I'm just asking.
No.
Can I?
Well, it wouldn't matter anyway. Well, you can log it in, but I mean, it doesn't link to LOTW now. Okay.
And you have to have a key for this, but it's not the same kind of
Do
key.
you log in your D-Star contacts? Do you log your
I don't.
D-Star? Okay, I just wondered.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I log mine when I make one, only because if I don't, a couple of weeks later I get a QSL card in the mail saying thank you for making the contact, and then I got to say login. And they only put the band on there. A lot of cases they don't put the frequency on there, and I've never. That's normally not done. Normally you put the frequency on there, and I got one 2 weeks ago from somebody that I talked to on D-Star 2 years ago. And I guess he's just getting around to filling out cards or whatever. All right, that's pretty much it. Again, that's pa7lim.nl/peanut. That's the one place, Stop and Shop. Your software is all listed there. You get your D-Star registration there. Everything's right there for you.
I have a question, Ron.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate this presentation. I've never heard of Peanut before.
Peanut's fairly new.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
It's within the last couple of months. Although, actually, Chuck, when did you first find Peanut?
Well, probably about, I don't know, about 3 or 4 months ago. But it only worked intermittently. It was still experimental.
Yeah.
And didn't require a password at the time. And then all of a sudden it just disappeared for a while.
Yeah.
Come back in a working version.
Chuck is the one that brought it to everybody's attention. We were just sitting there BSing one day at a club meeting, and he brought his little phone out and brought that little sucker up. And I had to try to find it, and I couldn't find it. But then, yeah. But this guy writes the software after he comes home from work at night. He's just like you, a young fella. He's only in his mid to late 20s. He's got 2 or 3 kids, and he writes code from like 10 to 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so there you
I
go.
just loaded it. I haven't got the password.
Yeah, you want
Just loaded.
you request your password when you get it. I had a friend of mine I did the other day for him. He had it within 3 hours.
The same password on the PC. Yep.
Yeah, it comes to your email address. Yeah.
So is it possible?
So what we could do is say, well, let's get together and we'll agree to monitor a particular reflector locally, and that way we can all talk to each other. We'll do that.
Yes, but
Sure.
Oh, right. I was wondering, is it possible to, like our Rockmart antenna, or repeater, could we listen to that stuff? Are we able to?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
We're
I'll look at the regular REF that are on the D-Star website.
Right. That's the repeater Rockmart only gets the REF side. So I'm working with James. Hopefully.
When the software was originally written by ICOM or whoever wrote it for all the reflectors, it was pretty much designed just for their stuff. It took about 3 to 4 years for other guys around the world, other programmers and people wanting to learn how to program, to write software that would mimic that stuff, okay? But not exactly, because they want to make patent rights. So there's D-Star, ICOM's version, and then there's everybody else's version, okay? And everybody else's version is cheaper. There is actually a way to take an analog radio buy a board for it or a small interface connector and make it into a full-fledged digital radio. So, there you go. Okay, any other questions? This is a lot of fun. There are a lot of guys on here. English and English 1 are pretty busy. Again, that XRF 757 alpha reflector is right here in Atlanta. I don't know where in Atlanta, but it's listed as big here in Atlanta. And that is the one, or one of the 4 that has the bridge software running on it. So D-Star can talk to DMR, P25, whatever you got. So if James is on his DMR radio and he's on the same reflector, I get on the same one on my PC and I can talk to him. Or I can get on what Dan's got over here, get on Zoom Spot, my ICOM Handy Talkie, get on the same reflector, and I can talk to him from D-Star to DMR, and we can talk to each other with no problem.
Well, I'm thinking of hooking my System Fusion back up by way of the.
Well, you probably could, absolutely.
I have a room and everything already.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Software, wires X.
Yeah, there you go.
Give me an incentive to hook my wires X back up.
Very good. Okay, great. So there you are. And again, go to that One Place Stop and Shop website if you're interested. Try it out.
What do we do with these peanuts?
Yeah.
What peanuts?
Those are hickory roasted peanuts. They're not too bad.
Get the pass.
Can we eat our peanuts?
You can eat your peanuts.
Yeah, I got a password for these.
No.